Hey, Music Progress, what's going on? Hey, Robert, how's it going? All right, this is better. Works now. Thanks. Yeah, Jeffrey, that's awesome. Hey, guys. Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry about the crap. Okay, cool. Yes, so click like on the video so that other people will see the video. That's how it works. If there's a lot of likes on the video, YouTube is going to show other people. So just click that thumbs up button so that more people can join and we'll get this thing going. I've been away for a long time. You guys missed me? I missed you. I know, it's all my fault. I shouldn't complain. Here we go. That's better, right? You guys click like, click thumbs up on the video so that other people can see it, because that's how YouTube works. If you click thumbs up, the video becomes more visible to other people. I decided we're all stuck here. Hey guys, hey everyone, join in. We're all stuck here because of this virus. And I figured I'll go live and maybe answer some questions and give you guys some food for thought and hear what you guys have to say. So yeah. How's everyone doing? Where is everyone? Stuck in their homes? Where are you guys? I'll tell you guys where I was. Been practicing metronome at extremely slow tempi. That's awesome. I'm well. I'm well. We just got back from tour from Europe in the middle of this freaking pandemic. We got back from tour. We were basically in every city we went on tour. 2 days after we were there, it was shut off. So consider that when we were already there, it means there were already a lot of patients there who were sick. And so we were not only in those dangerous territories, we were in cities. We were seeing hundreds of people every night at concerts, thousands of people every day in the airports and flights. So it's really scary. We were not only at the hotspots of coronavirus, we were touring. We were touring and seeing thousands of people all the time. We were like, dude, we're all gonna get sick. Yeah, being stuck in a jam. Yeah. I think it's a good time. We toured like 12 countries or something, or 10 countries: Germany, Spain, Italy, France, Czech Republic. Um, let's see, Netherlands. I forgot. We toured a bunch of places. But yeah, it was like the worst tour, and we had a WhatsApp multi-message, and we called it the coronavirus tour, because it's literally, yeah, it's been awful, and we all got back here, and we're like, okay, we're all gonna get sick, and it's all gonna be terrible. It's all gonna be awful. So we came back. So we came back, and we're okay. I think we're okay. Recommend a book we can buy about reharm techniques. I don't know a book about reharm techniques. Mark Levine has a really good book on jazz. We're not tested because we're not sick, but we're quarantining ourselves at home. I'm at home. But I don't know a book on reharm. I know there's the old Mark Levine book on jazz harmony, which is really good, but that's not really on reharm in the modern sense of the word, I don't think. So yeah, it's been I think there's so much stuff on YouTube for reharm. Like, God, just the shit I posted on my video, on my channel, like 3 or 4 videos. It could last you with such vast possibilities. Look up Russell Ferrante's stacking triads video, not on YouTube, but look up the paid one. He has a paid video somewhere. I think mymusicmasterclass.com has a Russell Ferrante video in 2 parts. about reharms. It's crazy. It's everything you could ever dream of. Russell Ferrante, My Music Masterclass. It's so amazing. Uh, so check that out. I'm gonna go live a lot. I think I'm gonna go live a lot. I think what happens is, and do I have the question is, do I have any plans for YouTube? I want to address your guys' questions specifically because a lot of the questions I get are like, okay, uh, uh, I think I'm gonna go live more. I think I'm gonna go live more and answer your guys' questions and stuff. How much would I charge to teach Art Tatum's yesterday? Charge? I would pay for that if someone taught me that. Are you kidding me? You think I know how to play that? I mean, I could figure out how to play it. I'd have to sit and learn it myself. My God. What do I think of Jacob Collier's stuff? I love Jacob Collier. I think he's one of the most talented people among us today. I think Jacob is. I only got to play with him a couple times, but and hang with him a few times, but I really think he is like one of the most brilliant people, and you could see like he's getting older now, and his insane amount of knowledge is becoming infused with more and more and more amount of soulfulness, right? And so I'm loving the stuff he's doing. Like he's coming from a seemingly like a very technical place, but you can tell, I mean, he also feels things, and I mean that live at Tiny Desk thing is crazy. I think that shit is amazing. Um, let's see. Do they have any plan? Can you explain deceptive resolution? Yes, I can. Deceptive resolution is when you have a couple of chords, and the chords feel like they're going to resolve into a certain predictable chord. I'm going to go demonstrate a deceptive resolution for you right now. Here's a deceptive resolution. I need to hook up my phone to a tripod, and I'm going to show you guys a deceptive resolution. Deceptive resolutions are fun because deceptive resolutions create expectations, and then they don't fulfill those expectations. Deceptive resolution has you feeling like the chords are going in one way, and then they turn out going a whole other way, and you're like, whoa, that's not what I expected. That's a deceptive resolution. That's not a resolution I thought was going to happen. So, for instance, here is a deceptive resolution. Right? You thought I'm going to do right? If I do that's a deceptive resolution rhythmically. Here's a deceptive resolution harmonically. Let's see. So instead of the predictable one is the deceptive one is, whoa, that's not what we expected. Whoa, that's not what we, so do you understand? Deceptive means that's not where you thought it was going. It's a good material, so you'll have a lot of time before you release much before you improve. Yes, how do you keep up to date with all the great players? I don't keep up to date with all the great players around. How do I keep up to date with all the great players around? I'm sure I don't, because there's more and more of them. They're popping up like mushrooms. And look, it's inevitable. Some of my heroes, who are great musicians and very famous, they call me for recommendations for young musicians because they can't keep up with that. You can't keep up with all this stuff. It's like there's so many young people, like kids are now 17 years old and they're amazing. How do I keep up with them? I don't. I'm sure I'm not aware of very, very many of them. Any more Matific development ideas? Oh my God. I have a trillion Matific development ideas. They're just so advanced that I think there's like 4 people on YouTube who are even gonna watch them. I'd rather save them for students who want to take lessons and like, because it's just no point of making a video some so advanced and then someone's like, wow, I really love this video, I really love the advanced Matific development stuff, could you show me like what fingers to use on, like, makes no sense. People who really want Matific development advanced stuff, they should come to me and I can really help, because that's my biggest problem in my playing and I've been dealing with that a lot. What do I think about Michael Brecker? Please talk. What do you think about Michael Brecker? Please talk about your favorite sax players to listen to as well as play with. Yeah, Michael Brecker is probably my favorite sax player. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm pretty sure Michael Brecker was my favorite sax player. Mincer is another one. Walter Smith is unbelievable. Gosh, I mean, there's really good ones, and there's people who move you. Ben Wendell is to die for. I love Ben Wendell. Who else? Saxophone players. I mean, of course, I love Bob Reynolds. I play with Bob. I love playing with Bob. I loved playing with Bob Mincer. I loved playing with Joe Lovano when I had the chance. But yeah, Brecker to me was kind of it for my taste, just my personal taste. And there's also a lot of really great, players. It's like there's so many, man. There's like someone probably on YouTube right now who's 17 who would be my favorite player, who I just never heard of. Could you discuss playing over different kinds of dominant, diminished, and augmented chords? How to choose the perfect scale for those types of chords? Yeah, the question is, the way I understand the question is like, okay, we'll know how chord scales work for regular chords, but what about these weird chords like augmented chords? How to choose perfect scale for an augmented chord? How to choose a scale for a diminished chord, right? What scale goes over those? Could you discuss playing over different kinds of dominant, diminished, and augmented? Yeah, good question, because like if it's a minor chord, we know what the chord scale is. If it's a major chord, we know what the chord scale is. But what if it's like an augmented chord or like a diminished chord? What the hell scale do we use for that? Yeah, good question. So let's look at that. Let's look at that real quick. Here, diminished. There is such a thing. It's called a symmetrical diminished scale. So what is this scale? It's basically the way you construct. It's whole tone, half tone, whole tone, half tone, whole tone, half tone, whole tone, half tone. So if you have C diminished, whole tone, half tone. So first C to D is a whole tone, D to E flat is a half tone, E flat to F is a whole tone, F to G flat is a half tone, G flat to A flat is a whole tone, A flat to whatever A natural is half tone. So whole, half, whole, half, whole, half, whole. So yeah, if you use it as a dominant chord, right? Inside the dominant, you have like so like if you use it on a dominant chord, you can start it from like a, and this you can also do half whole depends on where you are harmonically. But yes, for a diminished one, let's just stick to that diminished scale. Instead of your Matific development stuff is literally the best thing online. Yes, I agree. It is the best thing online. It's just for a very small group of people, Robert. No one really is up on that level who needs to deal with that. Uh, but yeah, it's really good. I just need to redo it in like higher quality video. Also, if you like my Matific Development stuff, check out Hal Crook's book, How to Improvise. You're gonna really like it. Trust me. It's all from there, pretty much. What am I listening to now? Oh man, what am I listening to now? Casey Musgraves. I'm listening to different songs my friends sent me. I'm listening to some classical music, some Rachmaninoff. I'm listening to some. What else was I listening to? Shit, what am I listening to? Some Israeli stuff. I'm from Israel. Some Israeli pop stuff from a couple years ago. What the hell else am I listening to? I think Kiefer is kicking ass. I think this dude Kiefer is a really, really gifted composer producer. Check him out. He's really gifted. Kiefer makes beats and just, but he's a jazz pianist. It's really good. Check him out. I've been listening to some of his music too. What is the best way to improve playing bebop? Buy the Charlie Parker Omnibook. Charlie Parker Omnibook. And learn it like your life depends on it. And then go and play bebop with people a couple times a week if you can. Because you have to play it. Ben Wendell is the crazy band that will communicate on stage. Yeah, no, that's you're talking about Knee Body. Ben Wendell is Ben Wendell. Ben Wendell plays in Knee Body, yes, but he has his own solo project that's separate. Check it out. I love Knee Body too. They're great. Do you have 100? Do you always 100% play what you hear in your head on stage, or do you sometimes slip into playing what you practice so much, like scales? I don't slip into playing scales, but I slip into playing muscle memory crap, which is the same. Yeah, I don't always play what I hear at all. And that's a big problem. And I'm getting better with the years when it comes to that stuff. Someone asked the question, Robert asked the question, do I always play 100% what I hear? Am I like, hell no, are you kidding me? What do you think? I'm God or something? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The more I play, the more I play concerts, the more I practice properly, the more I play from my inner listener, which is where I'm supposed to be playing from. But no, that's absolutely not how I play all the time. Oh my God, if I played like that all the time, I would be so good. You're kidding. Everyone in the world should take note of your material development. Got it. Hell, you're kidding. Yeah, everyone should take note of my Matific Development stuff, Robert. I agree. But that's only people who are on the level to deal with that, which most people are not. Most people are not at the stage where that's the biggest problem they have to worry about. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, if you want to worry about Matific Development, you might want to check out my stuff. And you might want to check out Hal Crook's stuff, who is the mothership of that. But yeah, just most people have much more fundamental basic issues they need to solve when they're playing. They're not at the Matific Development level yet. That's not the biggest problem they have. Okay, let's see. Ruslan, hey Marcelo, just tuning in now. Missed you massively, mate. Hey Marcelo, thank you for tuning in, my brother. Thank you for coming. I'm so happy you're here. Have you worked out is preferred outside lines or method? I'm totally uninspired, man. Can't practice. Would you give advice to me? Mohammed, I would give advice to you if I heard you play. If I hear you play, I can probably tell you what to practice that's going to inspire you very much and very fast. But it's hard for me to tell you because you're probably stuck in a couple of places, Mohammed, and you don't know that you're stuck in those places. And so those places keep you bored and you don't know how to break through these places. You need to play for someone like me or anyone who understands this kind of stuff. and then we can get you unstuck. But yeah, you need. I can't give you advice, Muhammad, because I don't know what's making you bored. I'd have to hear you play, and I would know right away. Yaron Herman. Yeah, Yaron Herman is a good friend of mine. We grew up together, sort of, in Israel, kind of. We used to hang out when we were kids. Kiefer, Kiefer. That's how you spell it. Disinfection in the background. Yeah, that's all disinfection, you guys. If I run out of Purell gel, I'm gonna use that as disinfection. There's not a lot left. I need to restock. I don't drink a lot, but like I'll sip on whiskey, and then years go by and it runs out. Was wondering if you fell off the face of the earth. Glad you're back. I know I damn near fell off the face of the earth. If you like Kiefer, have you ever practiced improvising over some Dilla beats? Are you kidding me? I spent my entire 20s doing that. How important is music theory? Does it still help you a lot? Well, understanding what the hell you're doing is important. Even if it's intuitive and it's not formulated in academic terms. Even if it's not like academia, theory, deceptive resolution. Like, if you don't understand that, at least understand what the hell you're doing intuitively, so you could do music. It's like, it's important to understand what you're doing, either intuitively or formally, or both. I understand sort of both. But I'm not, go learn all the theory from blah, blah, blah. You're not going to hear me say that. I don't think it's that important. Do you give Skype lessons? Yes, I do give Skype lessons. Email me at rsirota@gmail.com. rsirota@gmail.com, or send me a Skype at ruslanlessons@gmail.com. Skype ruslanlessons@gmail.com, or you can write me on Instagram, Ruslan Piano on Instagram. I do Skype lessons all the time. Can you talk more about improving time and rhythm in general? Expect the slow metronome stuff. Yeah, I have a video. One of the later videos I made was about how to internalize different rhythms and how you walk. Look up, I forgot what the name. Can someone remind me the name of that video? How you walk with the metronome and how you clap certain rhythms on your body when you walk. Look up that video. It's one of the few last videos I've released so far. What do I consider the fundamental stuff? What do I consider the fundamental stuff? Let's see. What do I consider the fundamental stuff? It's because these things come later. I read the questions long after. Maybe I said something and then you immediately wrote the question, and then I don't remember what that was in reference to. I'd say fundamental stuff in general is good time, good rhythm, good tone, good technique. And, that's the fundamental stuff. Where can I find my Matific Development? Where can I find your Matific Development stuff? Asks Glenn. Glenn Michael Thompson asks where he can find my Matific Development stuff. Right here on this channel, I have a playlist of videos that's called Matific Development. I think if you're into Matific Development, you might like it. In trades between harmonic instruments and drummer, how do you make a musical conversation? I'm going to answer that right now, but before I answer that, you guys, I do regular Q&As on my Instagram. I do regular Q&As on my Instagram Ruslan Piano, Ruslan Piano. That's my Instagram. Go follow me. I do Q&As all the time, and I answer people's personal questions all the time. And not like right now where 100 people are asking me 100 questions. So it's hard to address. Go follow me on Instagram at Ruslan Piano. And I answer questions all the time, and you can DM me also, and I'll answer your question if you DM me. Let's see. Okay, a lot of questions here. In trades between harmonic instruments and a drummer, how do you make a musical conversation? Well, we try to latch onto each other's ideas or support each other's ideas. For instance, how do you say? It's just hard to explain it tangibly. It's easier demonstrated than explained. We basically, when someone says something, we try to allow it to shine and not play over it right away. And then I try to develop, like I get rhythmic ideas for my comping from some of the rhythms the soloist plays. I get rhythmic ideas for my comping from some of the rhythms the drummer plays. And I try to intersperse them in the music without stepping on anyone's toes. So that like I don't have to you know, I'm both having a conversation and the communication, but also I'm not stepping on anyone's toes in the music. So I'm trying to develop other people's ideas, other people's develop my ideas, but all with a lot of space around it so that we don't step on each other, you know, when we play. Let's see. Oh my God. When I bought your album, you commented on my playing. I had hoped you would comment on my composing. Oh, just email me again at rsirota@gmail.com. I'm happy to comment on your composing. rsirota@gmail.com. Email me. All right, yeah. Email me at rsirota@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to comment on your composing happily. Have I listened to Out of the Loop by Berklee Brothers? That's one of my top 5 favorite albums in the world. Out of the Loop by Berklee Brothers is an album I've been listening to since I'm 15? 14? 14? Yeah. It's the best album in the world. When approaching to learn a new jazz standard, do you start by transcribing first? Or grab a fake sheet? How do you divide your time practicing solo piano versus accompaniment? I usually get a sheet. I don't usually transcribe. I should transcribe. I should transcribe, but I usually just grab a sheet. I mostly learn new music now when I have to for work. When I have to learn new music for work, I sort of learn it now. And so I usually grab a sheet. Practicing solo piano, I don't practice accompaniment as much. I practice most of my accompaniment on the gigs. And then I listen myself back. And I'm like, okay, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. Usually, yeah. I don't formally practice the same things I used to formally practice 16 years ago. You know, at some point you stop practicing accompaniment and you just accompany, 75 people a year. And then you hopefully improve because you now have intuitive learning curve. It's not just formal. But I could practice accompanying myself, by the way. That's something I really want to master. Could you tell us something about outside playing? Any chances for a video? Yeah, outside playing is this big thing everyone likes very much. Basically, it's what it sounds like. I don't like to abuse it too much, and I think it's a cop-out. A lot of people hide behind outside playing. I think learn how to play inside, but if you want to learn how to play outside, basically, here's an experiment. play inside, right? And then play the same line you're playing, continue the melodic idea half step above or a minor third above. Make sure there's melodic consistency to what you're playing, even though you're outside of the changes. Make sure that the melody, like here, I'm gonna demonstrate what I mean by outside playing. I generally kind of hate this freaking concept because it's such a, people love outside playing. It's like people think that that's what makes you sound good or that's what makes you sound fancy. It's not. It's bullshit. Don't believe the hype about outside playing. But here's what I mean. Inside. Inside. I just go half step up, but I still make sure that my melodies are logical, not just some random notes like I'm still playing logical lines, right? I'm just playing them outside of the chord. What makes it work is that there's still logic in the line. And then you can play it a third above where it's supposed to go, or a step above where it's supposed to go. Let's see. Thank you so much for doing these. I'm like 10 minutes behind on the questions, you guys, because there's so many. I'm trying to answer everyone. Thanks so much for doing these live sessions. It means so much to people like me. Of course, Robert Phillips. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying these. And because I teach more important, relevant stuff than anyone else, yeah, I think I teach more important, relevant stuff than a whole lot of people, to be honest with you. Would you consider doing a live concert on YouTube? Absolutely. I just need to set it up. I need a piano. I need the microphones. It's just a technical nightmare. I need the conditions. I'm in my living room, if you haven't noticed. That's been my studio. So yeah, I would consider very much. I'm happy to do it. It's just like, how the hell do I even go about that? Hey, למדת בארץ או בחו"ל? The question here is in Hebrew, whether I studied in Israel or abroad. I studied both in Israel and abroad. How do I usually structure a Skype lesson? Good question. How do I structure a Skype lesson? I basically ask the student, why did they write me? What did they hear in my videos or my playing that made them want to find me? And then they tell me, and that gives me a direction of what they're interested in, because that's why they found me in the first place, right? So we start there, and then I ask them to play. If they have a bigger problem than the problem they came to solve, then I tell them, hey, my friend, I know you came to solve this problem, but I think you have a bigger problem. Let's solve the bigger problem first, and then I'll help you with the stuff that you came for. That's how I structure my lessons. How to start learning jazz by ourselves and be a pro in it. I don't know how. Most people, I think, in the beginning, if I wanted to become a golf player today, I would take lessons, because I don't know how to play golf at all. If I wanted to learn something from scratch, in the beginning, I would take lessons online or in person, at least for a while in the beginning. Because especially if I want to become a pro, I don't want to start wrong. I don't want to make mistakes in the beginning. It's different feeling it on your wrist. Are you positive about the future of jazz? You like Joey Alexander's music. Am I positive about the future of jazz? I don't know. I don't really know. I think music like jazz will always be around, and I hope jazz will always be around, because it's a very communicative, it's a very important art form that a lot of people derive a lot of joy out of. So I'm hoping it'll stick around in one form or another, and the essence of it will be preserved. Do I like Joey Alexander's music? I don't really know his music. I know his playing, and yes, I like his playing. I really like his playing. How are you going to jam with colleagues when you are quarantined? Are you fucking crazy? I'm happy to not jam with anyone. Do you know how many gigs I play a year? I'm home. I'm just a little worried about how I'm gonna, make money. But I'm happy to not jam with anyone. Uh, uh, let's see. Instagram username is Ruslan Piano. Yes, excellent channel, Ruslan. Your videos, lessons are good. Thank you, Sharik. Thank you for your nice words. I appreciate it. I hope you like it. Руслан, привет из Калининграда. Только подключился. Рад видеть и слышать. О, наконец-то встретились. There are people. Не хворайте там, постараюсь. There are people here writing in Hebrew, people here writing in Russian, because I was born in Ukraine, so I speak Russian and Ukrainian. I lived in Israel for a long time, so I speak Hebrew. So there's people here that are going to write me in all kinds of languages. I'm going to read their questions. I'm going to speak generally in English because most of you are English speakers out there. Привет, привет. Who is my favorite guitarists? Who is my favorite guitarists? Let's see. I would have to say a couple, very few. Like I love Pat Metheny more than life for his guitar and for his composition. I love Metheny. It's just my guy. Kurt Rosenwinkel is amazing. Who else? It's not a lot that I'm in love with. I wonder how you're going to assimilate material you transcribe. That's going to be my next video. Once you transcribe something, that's how do you assimilate the material? Yeah, I would say extract nuggets out of it that you like and play those nuggets in every key from the solo. And there's a couple more things I'm gonna address. That's a good video topic. Then I practice improvising with backup tracks using the scales over the changes. Is the recommended way to practice improv? Yeah, Bill, that's a good way to practice improv. It's not the only way, but that's a good way. Out of the Loop is an album you can come back to revisit many times. The arrangement by George Whitty are incredible. Oh my god. And Michael Solo's, dude, I forget. Oh, don't get me started on that album, please. Out of the Loop is the best album, and George Whitty is just a genius. Just for that, if George Whitty never did anything else in his entire career, like that one album would have been enough. It's just like, yo, it's so freaking good. Let's see, what more questions do we have? What do I think was Herbie's method of playing outside? I have no idea. I think it's something like that. It's keeping melodic consistency while keeping melodic consistency while playing inside and outside of the changes. I think that's my sort of thought on how he did it. Yeah, I like Pat, Robert. I like Pat Metheny. I don't know if you're gonna like him. A lot of people think he's too romantic and soft. I think he's amazing. To me, it's the best music. I can relate to being happy. As a guitarist, I find it hard to be stimulated by other guitarists. Hence, yeah. Hey, man, are you available to record from home? Yes, I am available to record from home. Absolutely. As for lessons, write me. I don't want to talk publicly about all this stuff, but write me on Ruslan Piano on Instagram, and we can set up a lesson. I can give you all the details and stuff easily. All right, guys. Favorite trio record? Oh, a lot of Keith Jarrett stuff, a lot of Chick Corea stuff, a lot of Brad Meldau stuff. I don't have a favorite anything. I have a couple of favorites on this, couple of favorites on that. That's about it. Hey, Sarah, what's up? How's it going? I hear they're kicking you out of that country. I'm sorry, love. I'm going to get offline and get some breakfast, you guys. I'll come back later on and do some more questions. And if you want, go follow me on Instagram at ruslanpiano.com. Alrighty, I'll be back soon.